Well, we are just in time for the go home show to Backlash, but there is still one match that we have to take care of before we get there, and it's in the main event. And it's time to begin when I say, it's time! It's time for Blue Toad Wrestling. Hello, everybody. To Jew22 here. And let me catch up on the chat really quickly. But I think I saw Tenu, Dakota, Sly, Brandon Cornwell, Goku. And by the way, Goku, I actually have a character of you. And he has blue hair, if you could believe it. I'll showcase him in the bonus matches, because we have bonus matches at the end of the main event. But of course, we also have other matches, and the other ones will go for the king and queen of the ring. And we'll get to that, but I'm happy to say that, yes, you are a character in this show. And then there's Alicia. Okay. Just making sure everything is set on my end. But that everything is going well. Oh yeah, I see. Okay, I see Primetime. I see him. And let me get my pop-out chat. Let me see, who else did I miss? Oh, Captain Danger. And, hey, what's up, Dragonheart? Well, I can, first, there's the first card, or first match, but let me go through it. And wait. Hang on. Did I? Yeah. Yeah, the card is on Discord. Actually, as a matter of fact, Goku, you actually have a match today, believe it or not. Yes, that's you right there. Then, of course, we have Mitty and a newcomer, Tumby. I'll tell you more about her. But one of your family members is Kaiser Heart, as he is still in the King of the Ring as he faces off against Riley. Then, of course, we have Chun-Li and our friend Tammy Martinez. But here's the big one, and that is Dragonheart Jr. versus Dragonheart. On the one hand, someone is going to advance from the Dragon family, but on the other hand, someone has got to lose. So we're going to find out if Dragonheart Jr. can finally overcome, if the student can overcome the master. Yes, and that's only because of the tournament bracket, not because I made it myself. But no, it's father versus son. Then, of course, we have Cheyenne taking on Rose the Gaia. And then, of course, our second to last fight on the main card is Wally and Alexander Richards. And, of course, the main event will pit the final challengers to the Four Queens titles in Lissa, Arya, Lissa Utaker, Arya Black, Sarah Richards, and Diamond Sky against the Dragonflowers. So that's our main event. So let me catch up on the chat here. And I also see Aaron. Hey, what's up, Aaron? And Wally. Wally, you're in the 8th match this time around. But without any further ado, so I know that Sly is here, and usually wherever Sly is. I believe I believe Alicia has uploaded it, so you'd have to get it through Alicia, actually. Yep. Oh, and there's Patty too. Okay, so the first person I need to get is Crushing Kelly. I'd probably pick Street Fighter, really. I'm more comfortable with that, but that's just me. Okay, let me just get Miss Crushing Kelly, among other things. Oh, oh, you got the belt. I'm referring to the champ. Oh, the champion himself. That's Dakota. Like Dakota Sheldon in the chat. He's the champ. He's the champ. Yeah. Street Fighter has Roman and all right, and Cody and Roman. Although if you like Mortal Kombat, I'm cool with it. If you like it, but yes, absolutely no spoilers, please. When it comes to WrestleMania. All right, I'm just gonna let Crushing Kelly know that she's up first. And the famous Carlos Larry is here. But of course, Carmelita's not going to be alone. She'll have Sly and Angela to back her up. Whereas Crushing Kelly's going to have her man, Atticus Black, and Rose accompany her. So let's get right to it. Oh, so if you want to, you know what? I should also do the same thing for AJ, since he also wants the character Dakota, not the actual person, but the character Dakota. So, all right, I'll upload him ASAP. All right, here we go. I'm doing pretty well there, Carlos. Everybody's saying hello to each other. That's awesome. Oh, nice. We also get the intro. So this is the intro. All right, so Wally's going to go for Kelly to win. But here we are, live in Minneapolis, Minnesota. There you see Crushing Kelly awakened from her slumber. Yes, you have my permission to send him the women's championship too. So yes, if I didn't say it, then yes. And as it is, there you see Crushing Kelly. All right, cool. But yeah, one of the things that is brand new to this from 24 is the fact that, like, you can activate the pyro, which is incredible. So yes, it is 2K26, my friends. But I'm going to be interested to see what happens in the other matches, especially with, Goku making his debut. But now we have a former Blue Toad Wrestling champion. Against LD, and then later against Vera. And then originally, Crushing Kelly was supposed to face off against Lioness. Unfortunately, I have not been able to get a contract completed with Lioness, and as a result, I have asked Carmelita Fox to take over Lioness's spot in the tournament. Oh! Okay, that was a bit of a... Oh, also, let me do this before I forget. Did I put the... Yeah. Okay. I wanted to make sure I didn't forget to... let me turn off the HUD there. Oh, there. All right, now we can go. All right, here we go. And also, the famous Star Gamer is here. I'm doing pretty well, man. And I got to say, you did a great job with Tamagotchi Life, living the dream. Yeah, but of course, anyone who didn't get a match on the main card, I will give first dibs to when it comes to bonus matches. So I have you on the list, Carlos, as well as Alicia and a few other people. And now trying to break the leg of Carmelita Fox, and a missed moonsault. I couldn't say it, but I'm doing pretty well there, Mr. Star. I mean, aside from matters outside of aside from matters outside of the show or anything like that, I'm doing pretty well. But I hope you're doing pretty well as yourself. And now going for the SCF is Crushing Kelly, who is the owner of Blood Moon Wrestling Federation, which is her show. Ooh, back elbow by Carmelita. But then Carmelita, well, she misses the head scissors takedown. But yes, welcome to the show, Star Gamer. Anyway, nice spin kick. A spinning heel kick and a pin. 1, 2, no. Well, certainly going to have to do a lot more than that to take out Kelly, although nice whisper in the wind. 1, 2, no. Kick out. Well, thank you, Wally. I try my best to make it as Blue Toad as I can possibly make it. And now, wait a minute, going for the Magistral pin. 1, no. The UWE arena? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I guess, especially if you want to take a trip to UWE, I don't mind. What? What kind of a move was that? I've never seen Carmelita do that before. Anyway, clothesline. Another one. And a body splash in the corner. Runs off the ropes, tucks a clothesline. And a jumping clothesline of her own. The Soul Snatcher. 1, 2, no. Of course, you're going to have to do a lot more than that to beat Kelly. But then again, both these women are former Blue Toad Wrestling World Champions. And a Swanton Bomb a la Jeff Hardy. 1, 2, 3. And Carmelita Fox wins. And here's some of the highlights. And right there, that's where Carmelita fired up. And there really wasn't much that Crushing Kelly could do. But I give Carmelita a lot of credit to, show sportsmanship. And there's the Swanton bomb that put away Kelly.
Here is your winner, Carmelo Lisa Fox Cooper.
Well, there you see the rest of the Cooper family, Sly Cooper himself, and of course, their daughter, Angela. A 2.5-star match. Awesome. Well, that's our first match. Let's find out what we have next. Next up, we're going to see Goku Blue himself debut and against Joshua James. And that matchup is coming up right after this. All right. So the only thing I need to do is get Joshua. So let me do that. And hopefully, I believe Goku's in the chat, but if not, I'll have to reach out to him. So Carmelita will advance into the quarterfinals. So once we have our quarterfinals set, then we can have focus on the rest of it. But anyway, let me get the brackets for the other side. So Tenu's going to go for Goku to win. And well, let me just let him know just in case. I don't know if he's, but I'll let Joshua know at least. All right. Now let's get to it. I was just reaching out to Goku and to Joshua. All right, here we go. And there he is, Goku. And he's got blue hair. I mean, look at the size of those arms, man. They're about as big as the normal person's leg. I'm like, Goku, what did you eat to get that big? Or better yet, did you lift, bro? By the way, I'm just, but out of character, though, you look great, man. Or no, I think it has something to do with the tea. You have a tea brand, by the way. True.
His opponent from Annapolis, Maryland, weighing in at 252 pounds, Big Money, Joshua James.
Your power's over 9,000! But yet, Joshua can summon fire, apparently. Well, let's find out how Goku's going to do. I mean, Joshua has been with the company ever since, 2K19. But for Goku, even though Goku, the character, had been featured in several other places, he has never been here until today. And then Joshua went for a leg drop, but it still caught Goku. And now Joshua looking to take out the legs of Goku. Off the ropes. And what was a flapjack, that's what it was called. And then a leg drop on Goku. Oh. Nice move by Goku, but now Goku's going to have to start making a comeback here. Oh, you know what I forgot? I always forget to do this. I always forget to turn off the HUD. So, there we go. Now we can go. Anyway, slammed on the turnbuckle. Oh, back elbow. And now picks up Joshua. What's he going to do to him? Slams him. And wow, look at the strength. Although, who am I kidding? This is Goku we're talking about. Yeah, I can turn off the HUD. The only reason I still have it on is, when doing the grinding, like for the tiers. And whoa, I'm not sure what Goku was trying to do, but it didn't work. Yeah, he was trying to activate his Super Saiyan powers, but Joshua very well aware of them. Well, Joshua, I did not call you just to bother you. I called you because you're in. If you weren't in, I wouldn't have bothered. I'm just saying. All right, now Joshua going for an armbar. Or, no, I'm sorry, that's a Kimura lock. My bad. A Kimura lock, but the result is still the same. Elbow. All right. Goku got the knees up. And a clothesline from behind. Wait, is it lagging? Please tell me it's... Please tell me. Do not do this. Okay. Okay, it's fine. Also, let me know in the chat for everybody else if everyone else is having the same problem. It's not on your end? Okay, so then maybe it's Goku's end. Okay. That scared me. That scared me. All right. Back to the match. And now, wait a minute. He's using his Super Saiyan powers. Look at that. And now, 1, 2, and he almost won with them. Look at that. I've never seen that. Anyway, off the ropes. And a spine buster. I mean, of course I know what it is, but I was trying to sell the fact that I've never seen, a Super Saiyan do this. 1, 2. And Goku wins thanks to his Super Saiyan powers. Now, Joshua did pretty well. Like, he was able to get the jump on Goku, but then Goku, as you can see, was able to use his Super Saiyan powers. I'm surprised that didn't result in a disqualification or anything, because I could have thought that might have done that. Hey, what's up, Jesse? But at one point, I thought Joshua was going to win, especially with that golden arrow. But instead, he got the knees, did Joshua. But I got to say, Goku did pretty well in his first match. So, and originally, Joshua was supposed to face off against Switch Gaming, but unfortunately, I couldn't. But unfortunately, I couldn't renew Switch Gaming's contract. And then, when looking for a replacement, Goku was one person I could put in. So for that, Goku gets to go to the next round. And he gets to face off against Carlos Larry himself. Yes, he gets to face off against Carlos Larry in round 3. And once again, congratulations to Goku. All right, let's get to our next match. So anytime there's a match where I need to reach out to somebody, I have to exit and then go back in. Okay, so next up, we have a former Blue Toad Wrestling World Champion and current Intercontinental Champion. Or, no, wait, hang on. Or not Intercontinental Champion, hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. Andromeda is the current Intercontinental Champion, but before she was champion. But a 10-time, a record-breaking 10-time Blue Toad Wrestling Champion is Mitty. And on the other side is Tumbi, who is making only her second appearance, and she made it all this way, in which she beat Emma to get to that point, but she now gets to face off against Mitty, and that's a major step up in competition, I have to say. All right, so I'm going to let Mitty and Tumbi know. Let me catch up on the chat. Okay. All right, let me let Miss Mitty know. Of course, Warrior Empress is the world champion, and she was in the tournament, but then she became the champion, and thus doesn't need to be in the championship title. I chose not to fight back. Who knows? Maybe Mitty will avenge you. But I'm certain we haven't heard the last of Emma. At least as far as I understand it. Oh, hey. All right, let me catch up on the chat. I recommend Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream, but I highly recommend you don't get it yet. Well, why is that? All right, let's get to it. And this match will be contested inside an MMA match. It's basically a match that has the cell, but that you can win by knockout or by submission. So Wally's going for the champ.
The following contest is a Hell in a cell match. Making her way to the ring, representing Diamond Mine.
Oh,
From parts unknown, the Queen.
oh. And by her, you mean Emma? Hi, Tammy. By the way, Tammy is Dragonheart. Because really, who would know Emma better than Dragonheart, really? But now making her official entrance, now that I have the correct one, it's Tumbi. So, I didn't get a chance to talk more about her, but I can now. So, Tumbi is a good friend of Rob Gamer, as well as Sonic McCracken and Superstar Marcus and several other of her friends, and even Goku. And basically, she is she's a hedgehog. Something akin to like those cat girls, but she's a hedgehog in this case. So that's what she's supposed to be, is a hedgehog who also likes to dance and enjoy the finer things in life. I mean, she is a lady after all. Well, that is until you start punching her in the face, and then she'll start biting you like the hedgehog that she is. Match underway. And as always, let me do this. No, not the gameplay. There we go. Got it. Oh, nice clothesline. Oh, nice high kick, but missed and kicks the leg at the bottom. Oh, and a stop right to the stomach with those heels. I don't know if you guys can see, but Mitty is wearing high heels. Oh, awesome. Of course, no spoilers, especially for those watching WrestleMania. And nice series of knees and kicks by Tumbi. And now let's see, what's Tumbi doing? Now going for the stretch. A chicken wing stretch, that's what it is. Nice counter there by Mitty. And Mitty with a drop kick. Although, nice counter by Tumbi. Although partially obscured with the bar. All right, now slammed into the turnbuckle. And then Mitty off the ropes. Nice kick to the gut, but then Tumbi with an amateur wrestling slam. If there's one thing about Tumbi is that she does have amateur wrestling, and then a Northern Light suplex or or something akin to the Emerald Fusion. Well, if I hear anything, Patty, if I know anything, Patty, or if I learn anything, Patty, I'll relay it back. Anyway, nice uppercut there by Mitty. Now, for submission, it should take place in the ring, but for knockout, it can take place outside as well as in the ring as Tumby gets slammed right into the fence. And then Tumby just trying to get her bearings back in. Now Tumby's starting to fight back, and then a clothesline with the left arm. And then a European uppercut. Oh, and then slammed right into the steps was Mitty. Then a drop kick to the back on Tumby. And then a European uppercut of her own. Welcome to the show, Atticus. And, of course, your family's going to be featured throughout the show. Mainly your girls. But as it is, we have someone that you know, and that's Mitty, and then you have someone that's new, and that's Tumby. And then going for the Lana Lay Codebreaker, but Tumby had that well scouted. And now going for a Dragon Screw. Hey, what's up, Arkham? How you doing, man? That's another guy you can check out, Arkham 500, as well as Atticus Black. And Endo Girl. And then Sly Cooper has the Gotcha series, so if you want to check that out, you can. And it's based, of course, on the life and times of Sly Cooper. And now taking a page out of Diamond Sky's playbook, the Sky Bar. However, Tumby trying to stay in. Although Mitty decides to let go, trying to think of something else. And Tumby has been busted open. I just noticed that. Until you get an apartment. Oh, yes. Well, hey, you know, you got to do what you got to do there, Mr. Arkham. Although, wait a minute. A tombstone pile driver? Oh, absolutely. And now going for the crossface on Mitty. Although Mitty fights out of it. And then Mitty throws Tumby outside the ring. Hey, what's up, Brian LG? Oh, I appreciate that, Mr. LG. You know, Brian. And now Tumby just doing everything she can to survive here. Another punch to the face. Yeah, tell me about it. But at least I have your girls. But I mean, of course, and two of your guys. So there's that. But I totally understand. And then a spear. So, no, I totally understand it, Mr. Arkham. Now going for a stretch to the back. Once again, going for the arm bar or the sky bar, whatever you want to call it. And it's finally enough to put away Tumby. But I got to say, Tumby showed us how tough she can be. And I think with a little bit more experience under her belt, you know, she'll be able to take on Mitty and all the other top superstars that we have here in Blue Toad Wrestling, women or men. But for Mitty, she gets the win by submission.
Here is your winner, the Queen.
So, of course, and with that, Mitty now is part of the quarterfinals. And, of course, that should definitely make Patty happy. All right, let's take a look and see who we have here. Well, Patty, as much I hope you enjoyed, your daughter's match, because the next person you're going to see is someone I know you'll have a kick out of, and that is going to be Kaiser Hart as he takes on Riley. So with that, let me. So I know that Dragonheart is here, and usually wherever Dragonheart is, Kaiser Hart is not that far off. So the only person I need to get is Riley. Okay, where is he? So while Riley had the first round bye, Kaiser Hart beat Drawerman, a former Blue Toad Wrestling World Champion, in the first round to get to this point. And let's see, who else do we have here? We also have Crushing Kelly. By the way, Kelly, you were in the first match of the show. All right, let me get Mr. Riley. And, of course, Tenu's going to naturally go for his team, i.e. Riley, to win. Well, you got to believe in yourself, though. You gotta believe in yourself there, Carlos. Anyway. All right, so I got Mr. Riley here. All right, so who do you guys think will win? I mean, obviously Tenu is going for Riley. I imagine Patty's going to go for Kaiser Hart.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Lucha Dragons from Buffalo, New York, weighing in at 205 pounds, one half of the NXT New Tag Team Champions, the X Factor.
So there you see Kaiser Hart. Yep, absolutely. Now, you might be wondering, well, wait a minute, why is Kaiser Hart holding that championship? Well, believe it or not, I was having trouble having the created championship that Alicia made as far as the Blue Toad Wrestling men's tag team titles. But for whatever reason, they wouldn't work when it came to setting up the division. And then I was like, all right, I'll just use an in-game one until they come up with a patch to fix it. So now that the patch has come out, I'll have to try it out and see if it works this time. So if anything, it was a temporary fix for that, which I found weird. But as weird as that is,
What? Representing the generation from the good old USA, weighing in at 2.
I'll hold that thought. So, of course, we have, well, anyway, yeah, I found it weird, but one thing that I don't find so weird is the fact that Riley looks pretty fly. No. So, speaking of Riley, there he is in his cosplay as John Cena. John Cena is his favorite superstar, his favorite wrestler of all time. And it's not that hard to see why. And then, of course, he is accompanied by Sonic McCracken in his, what was it called? Not Sonic Forces, but Sonic Boom outfit. But he's also accompanied by the world champion. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, Tammy. I'm happy to say that you do as part of the Queen of the Ring. And it's against Chun-Li. So what you have is one half of the tag team champions. And before I go any further, let me do this. There we go. So you have one half of the tag team champions and 1/4 of the Four Kings champions. But as mentioned before, we are going to have a unification match at Backlash, amongst several other matches that will have unification matches. Hey, what's up, Tommy Blaze? How you doing, man? Wally's going to go for his surrogate little brother, Riley. Well, little in the sense that Wally's big. Anyway, nice tornado DDT. And Kaiserheart using that speed, although Riley showing us he's as powerful as he is quick. So this might be a challenge for Kaiserheart, but he's up to the challenge, knowing the man that he is. Nice moonsault, best moonsault ever. One, two, no, only a one on Riley. Yeah, like I'm trying to. Oh yeah, one person that overcame that was Rick Rude. Like before he was ravishing, he was a jobber, or he was a beginner just like anybody else does. Like he was putting other guys over before he became a star himself. And that was back in 1983. It wasn't until the following year that, he became a star, and then, well, we all know what happened. And, wow, nice stop there. Ooh, and this is a normal match, by the way. All right, now Riley thrown back inside the ring. Hey, what's up, JW? And of course, we have a former Blue Toad Wrestling World Champion, JW Caliber. And I'm still looking forward to, I'm hopeful that someone will make your character, and I'll get him. And as that happens, Kaiserheart with the spear on Riley, and that puts away Riley. So Kaiserheart got the spear on Riley, and Kaiserheart will advance into the quarterfinals. Awesome, and I still have you going for the world championship. Like you still have that world championship match in your back pocket, so it's part of your contract. So. So we're still looking forward to your return. And of course, they're doing their little dance. And of course, he was accompanied by Dragonheart and Kaiserheart Jr. Amazing. Oh, yeah. Before I forget, let me do this. I'm just taking care of something off camera here. All right. Okay, so next up, we have Chun-Li and Tammy Martinez. So let's get right to it. And it will be in a tables match. Oh yeah, she could have. Although Riley doesn't have any lady friends. Otherwise, if he had a lady friend, I probably would have had Emma or maybe Patty down there. But no, Riley had two dude friends, so that's why Kaiser Hart and Dragonheart Juniors were there. But this one is a tables match. We'll find out if it's going to be Chun-Li or Tammy Martinez. So let's get to it. But yeah.
The following champion versus champion contest is a tables match. Making her way to the ring, representing the Alliance from China, one half of the NXT Mutant Women's Tag Team Champions, Chun-Li.
So, and the same can be said for the women's counterpart of the Blue Toad Tag Team titles. Though as it is, there you see Chun-Li, and you may be wondering, well, wait a minute, wasn't the Young Clan the tag team champions? And I would say yes, you'd be right. But unfortunately, I have yet to be able to re-sign them to a deal. And unfortunately, my only other option was to take the next ranked champions in the NXT Tag Team Champions, the Women's Champions, and promote them to World Champions until we can get the Young Clan in. But on the other hand, I give you the undisputed up, up, down, down champion, Tammy Martinez. And of course, the men's champion, unfortunately, we were unable to re-sign to a deal, whereas we were able to do the same for Tammy, and that's why she has the championship. And I had no idea that Tammy could do martial arts, much less use a sword. But of course, she won't be able to use that sword. And Tanu and Alicia are going to go for Tammy to win. Oh yeah, hang on. As always. There we go. Yeah, that is true. I'll have to remember that. I'll remember that for next time, as far as Emma's concerned. And as that happens, Chun-Li going to use the strength that she has from all of the times that she's been fighting. Although Tammy certainly does not lack strength herself. Well, of course, that's one thing Chun-Li can do. She can turn the tables like that. Well, I think Well, Tenu, I think Carlos was just placing his vote, you know. But no worries. Oh, nice spin punch there by Tammy. I imagine Tammy's not talking in the chat because, well, she's in the match right now. And now she's standing on... Oh, gosh! Oh, yeah, that'll definitely do some damage, although... Well, I'm not sure what Tammy was going to do, but Chun-Li... Well, sends her down the aisleway. Then stops her hand. Well, Arkham, here's one of your girls, and that's Chun-Li. Although Chun-Li, yep, goes to get the table. And the same could be said for Tammy. Ooh, series of kicks. And a spin kick at the end. Although just like that, well, look at the strength of Tammy, and choke slams her. I guess she didn't like getting kicked in the leg. Then a forearm. Oh, went for a spin kick, but well scouted. And then sent into the gold steps. And of course those gold steps are made out of melted gold coins that that Mario had collected for many, many years. All right, so now you have two tables inside the ring. And an electric chair drop. Now, this is a one-fall match. This is not 2 out of 3 falls. I should mention this part. Went for another spin kick. Off the ropes. Ooh, slammed right on the table. Especially the back end, man. Back elbow on Tammy. Although Tammy back body drops Chun-Li outside the ring. Uh-oh, now both women gonna go back and forth. And they keep throwing punches at each other. Look at that. Wow. Now set up on the top turnbuckle. And which you, well, whatever Chun-Li was going to do, a diving shoulder tackle, didn't quite get all of it, but just enough to take down Chun-Li. But then Chun-Li with a series of kicks. And the last one goes to her head. And then another kick, this time to the body. All right, now Chun-Li sets up the table. And then, well, I'm not sure what Chun-Li was going to do, but she took down the table accidentally, but then throws out a Tammy outside the ring. Oh, and the table landed on her leg to take out her leg. But now Tammy gets that table, and I'm not sure what she was going to do with it, but now sent back inside the ring. And Tammy trying to get herself back together. Then sent into the corner. And then another kick to the head. Although, I think Tammy's upset. Well, Tammy just was firing up, but Chun-Li, of course, staying the course. Clothesline. Ducks a clothesline. Back body drop on the table. And then a spine buster onto the table. And then Tammy's getting that other table that was at the IOA. Oh, drop kick onto Tammy. Tammy in trouble. Tammy, powerbomb through the table. Wow, what a match that was. I mean, it could have gone either way, but Chun-Li just was not going to be denied. And there you see the final move. Powerbomb right through the table.
Here is your winner, Chun-Li!
Well, certainly she did not get out of that unscathed as far as Chun-Li is concerned. And looks like okay. So it looks like Tammy's got a minor injury, so we'll have to keep dibs on that. But yeah, I'm very sorry about that, Tammy. Of course, a lot of people are booing Chun-Li, but I think that's more because they wanted Tammy to win. All right. Well, up next, it's time for Dragonheart against Dragonheart. You have Dragonheart Sr. and Jr. fighting off. No, that is Street Fighter Chun-Li. No, that is her. But anyway. I want to say Dragonheart's still in the chat, but let me let him know really quickly.
The following contest is a submission match. Making his way to the ring, representing the Lucha Dragons from Bad Street, Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 190 pounds, one half of the NXT Mutiny Tag Team Champions, The Future.
So there you see the other half of the Blue Toad Wrestling Men's Tag Team Champions. So we saw Kaiserheart, but now we see Dragonheart Jr. Of course, being that this is, Dragonheart against Dragonheart family within the family, it's just going to be these two going into the ring by themselves. So you have the son, but now you have a former Blue Toad Wrestling World Champion himself. In fact, he's a world champion everywhere he's been. LTD champion.
Representing the Lucha Dragons from Queens, New York, weighing in at 215 pounds, Mr. Amazing, the Dragon Heart.
So I give you Dragonheart himself and of course, a former holder of the 10 pounds of gold and just about every other championship you can think of. Oh. Hang on. All right, here we go. Anyway, dropkick onto Junior. And a moonsault onto Junior's back. I'll just go with Senior and Junior to separate them. And a miss there by Senior. And wow, what athleticism on the part of Junior. And I got to say, Junior has definitely increased his strength. Before then, he was mainly a guy that used a lot of speed. But now he's definitely added some muscle. So he's now he's about as strong as his dad was when he was his age. Of course, if there's one thing that Dragonheart has, it's the experience. Now going for the Dragon Bar. But escape does Junior. Picks him up and clotheslines him on the top rope. Does Senior to Junior. And a poison Rana. Or not a problem there, Alicia. And same for Brandon Cornwell. Okay. And then Dragonheart Sr. gets the knees. Now Junior with a Hurricane Rana of his own. And wow, nice Sabu style moonsault. I mean, of course, Sabu was the guy that did the moonsault. Especially using the top rope. And in such a way he did. And now Junior fired up. Ooh, back elbow. And a Hurricane Rana. Now going for the Dragon Cloverleaf. He's got the Dragon Cloverleaf on Junior, the Senior, but Junior escapes. Now picks him up for a powerbomb. What's he going to do to him? Yeah, he delivers a powerbomb as advertised. Then a knee onto the arm. Now it looks like Junior's going to try to slow him down, or wear him down is what he's trying to do. Slammed onto the top turnbuckle, and I think Dragonheart just got busted open. He's bleeding from the mask. Uh-oh. The Spanish Fly. from off the top rope. Uh-oh. Dragonheart Jr. with a Hurricane Rana of his own. But he might be going into Dragon mode right now. And another Hurricane Rana. And a clothesline to send him over the top rope and out. However, I should mention that I forgot to mention that this is a submission match. So in the ring to win, you got to get a submission. However, you can still lose the match / win the match by countout. And a Dragon Stunner onto Junior. And then Junior sent right back in. Welcome back, Mr. Cornwell. And Jennifer. Speaking of which, I got to get Jennifer. I still need to find out, I understand I have to get a certain part from My Rise. I just need to know, what part and, who it belongs to, so at least I have an idea of if I can get her. Anyway. Welcome to the show, Jennifer. So you have the Granny Squad in play. All right, now Junior sends Senior into the corner. Oh. Well, hits a modified Dragon Spike. And a moonsault, but of course, the son knows full well what the father can do. Okay, I will talk to her about it. And then, Dragonheart fired up. And then a Gutbuster onto Junior. Oh, about getting Jennifer's character, the Grand Empress. And then the Dragon Destroyer onto Senior by Junior. Now pulls him away from the ropes. Normally he'd go for the pin, but you got to go for a submission here. And now he's got the Dragon Cloverleaf, but this time it's the son operating the move. Oh, but Senior with enough wherewithal to get out of that move. Yeah, I'm just wondering, which character, or what part, I should say. And now, clothesline. And a tornado DDT. Nice move. And a spear. A spear on the Junior. I got to say, this is one of the best matches I've seen in a while. A submission match that has Lucha Libre in it. The Survivor Grand Empress. Yeah, we'll have bonus matches tonight. And as that happens, we get the... Wait, where's... I lost my pen. Oh, here's my pen. There we go. All right. Well, I'll put you back on the list, Atticus. All right. Anyway, a rope break. And nice Hurricane Rana. And while he might not have the quickness that he once did, he can still go. Absolutely, Wally. Off the ropes. Nope, telegraphed. I mean, just look at the welts that these guys already have. Like, if they can go hard on each other like this, can you imagine how hard they can go on their enemies? And he's going for the Spanish Fly once again, and he hits it again. Does Junior. Now he's got the Dragon Cloverleaf again, but too close to the ropes. Dragonheart trying to get right back up again. A scoop and a slam. Now goes up to the top. And went for the 450 senton. Although Dragonheart missed. And a Dragon Stunner. Now goes for the Dragon Cloverleaf himself, does Dragonheart Sr. And Sr. has beaten Junior. But that was a very close match, and really, Dragonheart Jr. took Sr. to the limit.
Amazing! The Dragonheart!
Wow, what a match that was between the Dragonhearts. It's just a shame that only one of them could make it, and it was Dragonheart Sr. All right, so now we go to our next match, and that's for the Queen of the Ring. But a 4-star match, I should say. I can't talk. A 4-star match. And that match is going to feature, well, you'll see. In fact, we're going to get to that match right now. Especially given that all parties involved are in the chat. Oh, yeah, he did. Oh, he's done you proud, but in the end, you ended up beating him. So we have, well, you'll see. Here you have the newly wedded wife. Or no, not the, yeah, the newly wedded wife in action as she is accompanied by the remaining family members of that is the Ryan family. So, of course, Cheyenne is the one with the glasses. She'll be competing in this matchup. And of course, she is accompanied by Spike and by Brenda. Hey, what's up, Superstar Marcus? You know, one of these days I gotta get you on the show. Well, if you want to be on the show, I don't want to force, but if you do, I'm cool with that. But yes, welcome to the show. So it's going to be Cheyenne against...
And her opponent, representing Pretty Mean Sisters from Tokyo, Japan, Black Rose Princess.
So the one on the left is Liliana or Lily, but the one who is competing is the Dragon Rose. And those are dragon horns, ladies and gentlemen. The Thorn Princess. And she is known as Rose Thagaya, the one with the with the red hair. The one in the pink hair, that's Lily. And then the dude outside, that is Rose's husband, Tomura. Oh, but has somebody made him? Oh, right. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Oh, you're talking to Marcus the Dude, and you're referencing your own character, Marcus Walker. I forgot about that. Those girls worked out. Which ones? Rose and Cheyenne? Or are you talking about all the other girls? You know? Wow, nice athleticism there by Rose. Oh, nice use of your assets by Cheyenne. But I imagine you're referring to all the women. Of course, Rose looks a lot more different than she did the last time that we saw her, as did Cheyenne. Oh, Rose and Lily? Yeah. Well, out of character, you got to give credit to Atticus, because I didn't make them. Like, Atticus, these are Atticus's creations. Yeah, because Rose was pretty skinny. Well, I don't want to say she was skinny, but she wasn't exactly as strong as she is today. But she's definitely gotten stronger, that's for sure. Like some chops and punches, and then a running knee on Rose. And then a discus forearm shot onto Rose. Is that enough? 1, 2. No. Kick out by Rose. Of course, Rose is a former Mushroom Kingdom champion, a former Cyberspace Federation world champion, and has won several other championships in other feds. Eat their spinach. You'll be here mostly lurking? All right. Well, but I hope that you'll enjoy the show, and you might see somebody you might recognize, like, you know, you have your favorites like Rob, and by the way, Tumby also had a match earlier. Wait, 1? No, kick out. Oh, back elbow onto Cheyenne. Back elbow of her own onto Rose. Of course, I think it'd be better to ask Atticus. Hey, what's up, AJ? So far, I'm happy to say. Oh, awesome. Well, hey, I'm very happy about that, Mr. Marcus. Marcus Superstar. But then the famous AJ is here. I'm happy to say, AJ, you haven't missed a match that involved any of your family members yet. So you're just in time, if anything. Another discus forearm. That's the second one. 1, 2, 3, and it took 2 of those to put down Rose.
Here is your winner, Sky and Ryan.
So Cheyenne has beaten a former Blue Toad Wrestling Mushroom Kingdom champion, and she is now advanced into the quarterfinals. Yep. Well, yeah, absolutely. Welcome to the show, AJ. All right. Well, up next is, well, we're going to get right to the next match since all the parties involved are here. So we'll get right to it. And also, well, I give you the Shield World Order.
Making his way to the ring, representing the Shield from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 325 pounds, Walter Johnson.
But yes, of course, representing the Shield World Order is Wally. But yeah, I'll send you Dakota, the character myself. So it's yeah, I'll send you Dakota. Oh, absolutely. But hey, you know what? I can look at it the other way and say that, Rose and Lily are lucky too to have them, to have Riker and Tomura. I mean, I could talk to him.
And his opponent from Houston, Texas,
all right,
weighing in at 228 pounds, the Demon, Alexander Richards.
So, of course, there you see the Red Dragon himself. And that's not to take anything away from Ryo. No worries there, AJ. I'm just thankful that Riker was not in the tournament. Otherwise, he would have been replaced, but he was already beaten. But as it happens, there you see Alexander Richards, and he's accompanied by Kaiser Hart Jr., and he's also accompanied by his brother-in-law, AJ Cool Kid. Of course, as you know, Alexander married AJ's sister, Diamond Sky. And of course, together they came up with Violet and Vera, and that's how they came to be. But yeah, AJ, I hope you don't mind accompanying your brother-in-law in this match between him and Wally. Of course, Wally himself is also a former Blue Toad Wrestling World Champion. In fact, he's one of the more decorated champions here in Blue Toad. And this is to say nothing about Alexander himself. Oh, yeah. But yeah, as soon as I get to a point where I don't have to grind anymore for like playing the island, I am happy to tell you that I did finish the showcase mode. So I finished the showcase mode. So that's one less mode I will have to work on. But yeah, there you see Wally in green and red. And then, of course, Jamar has CM Punk's merchandise. And then, of course, you know, Captain Danger with the purple hair, among other things. Oh, I'm also playing My Rise too. And I've unlocked a lot of stuff, but but who knows? Maybe I've unlocked just enough to be able to you know, get, you know, the Grand Empress, hopefully. If not, at least I can have an understanding of where I need to be. Anyway, back to the match, though. As Wally picks up and throws Alexander, and Alexander's no small man, but on the other hand, Wally is a giant. You know, Alexander's, what, a good 215 pounds, maybe even 225. But he's no small man compared to how big Wally is. And although Wally, well, wait a minute. Jamar on the apron, I'm not sure what Jamar said or what Alexander said, but it helped Wally get back on his feet. And then a super kick by Wally. I mean, what flexibility on a large man. But on the other hand, that's how freakishly athletic, you know, even, you know, the Hulk is. Oh, you know what? I haven't scheduled anything, but you're the second person that's asked about it, Wally. In a good way, I mean. Oh, went for a drop kick, but telegraphed and elbow dropped by Wally. I'm certain somebody has done a Let's Play of it. I know for sure that AJ has done one. So if you want to go back and watch what AJ did, especially with as Diamond Sky, you can check that out. I just know that AJ has it. Wow! A gut wrench power bomb. That's a new move. I mean, I talked about how strong Goku is. Look how big Wally is, although you could also make a case for how strong, you know, Alexander Richards is. I mean, the fact that he was able to match strength with Wally shows how strong he is. And powerful. And yet he's so quick. And a clothesline gets all of it on Wally. And a series of strikes on Wally, and then a kick to the back. And then, well, unfortunately, Alexander's back kind of gave out on him. Yeah, you could. But I think, Wally, what Sly is asking about is like the storyline in My Rise. And I mentioned that AJ did a playthrough of it. So if you guys want to check that out, AJ has already posted it, so you can check it out. Anyway, the Superman punch. 1, 2, 3, and Wally gets it.
Here is your winner, Walter Johnson.
Well, he gets the win for the SWO. So Wally has done it. So Wally is now going to, if I'm reading this correctly, is going to round number 3. There's still one more. So round 3 will be the last round before we get to the quarterfinals. So of course Wally makes it, and we'll find out who gets to face off against Wally for another time. But it's a 3.5-star match. And for Alexander, Kaiser Hart Jr. and AJ going to help Alexander to the back. But up next is our main event. So we'll just get right to it. So of course we have the challengers, and in fact, instead of just saying it, I'll show you. All right. And enjoy WrestleMania. So making her reappearance, so ladies and gentlemen, I give you the returning Lissa Utaker. Of course, she has since married Killian and is now part of the Utaker family.
The following contest is an elimination match. Introducing first, from Transylvania, Romania, the Dragon Goddess.
Now, I will say that I do have something of not a dinner date, but a dessert date. So, which is this. Now, I am going to prioritize those who didn't get a match on the main card over those who did. So the first person would be, then we would just go from there. All right. I will say I do get a lot of. I got to say it's a lot of fun to activate the pyro. I got to say. So going into this fight, you know, Lissa, teamed up with two others, and then one person who's making her first appearance on the main card. And I'll explain that when we see her. In fact, there she is right there.
And her partners from Kyoto, the Assassin.
So, I give you Aria Black. So, originally it was going to be LD that was going to be in this match, but of course I don't have LD signed to a deal. So then I was thinking, okay, well, out of all the women that I have that are related in some way with, Lissa and the other two, there was one person that stood out, and that was Aria. So you get to see a new star in Aria, and we'll see how she does in her first main event spot. Yep, there's Atticus. I mean, I would ask Aria herself, but of course she's at ringside. But I imagine, she's happy to get this opportunity. It was just something that, whenever someone falls to injury or is unable to make it, that's when somebody else has to step up, and it just so happened that Aria was one that could do it. And now I give you another returning superstar. You might have seen her in the bonus matches, but I give you, once again, Sarah Richards, the cybernetic psychopath.
And from Paris, France, the Cyborg Psycho, Sarah!
And of course, Sarah Richards has been with us going back to 2K22. Of course, she was a much different woman back then. But I gotta say, she looks really good. I mean, just take in the pageantry, ladies and gentlemen. Aria loves to fight anyone, anywhere, at any time. She's really excited about this opportunity. Her past before we adopted her isn't a fun one. She doesn't even remember her childhood at all. I would like to hope this would, give her the opportunity at something fun in her life. I mean, even though this is a match and even though people can get hurt, especially in wrestling matches, but I would like to hope that this will give her something as fun as it could be for what it is.
In their partner, representing Diamond Mine, from Dallas, Texas, the Queen, Diamond Sky.
So, and of course, the one leading the charge is Diamond Sky. Although you could make the argument that it's Lissa that's the captain. But I mean, these two, well, I mean, all four of these women, including Arya, you know, they're family. But then you have the Dragon Flowers. And here they are. So you have the WWE Women's World Champion. Oh. So as I was saying before I got interrupted, you have the WWE World Championship, or champion, I should say. Excuse me, I can't talk. In Vera, you have the Blue Toad Wrestling Intercontinental Champion in Andromeda Black, who looks much different than she did the last time. And then, of course, the young lady with the tail, that is Liliana Lily Lancaster. And then, of course, the one in Violet Utaker. Arya is blood related to Tomura and AJ. AJ is her uncle. Tomura is her cousin. Oh. And then, I always hate when they do that. Hang on. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. As always, I gotta turn the HUD off. But okay, here we go. All right, so we're gonna start with Lissa and. So we have Lissa and Violet. Diamond Sky is her aunt. Yep. And of course, you have the two sisters. Double back body drop on Lissa. So now we have Violet in there, or not Violet, Violet's sister, Vera. Vera's now in there. And then, okay, I'm not sure what happened there, but that was a bit of a botch there. Well, I wasn't there, but I do remember reading about it, to which they became the Steagles. And now, I don't know if you guys saw that, but Violet was doing a little shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. All right, now a tag to Andromeda. So now we have Andromeda in. They are twins, TJ. But now you have Arya going head-to-head with Andromeda. Yeah, so when they merged, the team was so bad that they were called the Carpets because they just got walked all over. But you know what they say, those boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. These boots are gonna walk all over you. Anyway, a crucifix pin onto Andromeda 1. No. Then a spin kick. All right, now a tag to Sarah, and then one right to Violet. Of me not getting Twin Magic as a tag team finisher in this game. Yes, yeah, absolutely. Like Jennifer remembers. But she's also the same one that did You Only Live Twice, which really, that's a really good song. Like the soundtrack to the movie and everything. If you know, you know. Then a tag back to Lissa. This is a tag team elimination match. So this will continue until all members of one team have been eliminated. Anyway, an elbow drop. And nope, kick out by Violet. But Violet fights out. I gotta say, Violet looks really good in Violet. But then attack to her sister Vera. And it's kind of funny that those two are facing off against their mother, Diamond Sky. And then Vera, a running back elbow into the corner. Were they... Oh, yeah. Yeah, it would. If not for the fact they are not wearing different colors, though. Which reminds me, I still got to change the color palette of Violet. I did get AJ's permission to do that. I just forgot to do it. All right, now Vera sent into her own corner. Couple of knees by Lissa. Couple of stomps off the ropes, and then a running boot. Although I'm not sure what Violet and Diamond Sky are doing. Are they playing? Like, are they playing a mirror match or something? And while that's happening, a couple of dragon suplexes, and then a German suplex, then a quick tag onto Andromeda. And then a German suplex onto Lissa as well. And then Lissa going for... I forget what she calls this move, but that was a very special move. And I think Lissa's trying to tag out, but Aria's not letting her do it. All right, now a pin onto, well, broken up by Lily. Of course, Lily has that dragon tail. Although, Andromeda, look at the strength! And as that happens, she's trying to tag Sky. Oh, now a quick tag to Vera. So now you have Sarah and Vera. That would be a good team. It rhymes. And of course, Vera showing off. And yeah, that's why you don't do that. That's why you don't taunt. And now going for the Dragon Wing stretch. It's going for the Dragon Wing. And then, are you serious? Is she really? No. I mean, I've heard of using your assets, but I don't think I've ever seen it like that before. All right, now sent into the corner. All right, now sent into the corner and then attack to Sky. And now... Oh, yeah. Wait, hang on. Let me go to Arya Black, though. Oh, no. There we go. I was trying to do that. There we go. I just simply moved her, which is what she was supposed to do, but I'm not sure why she got stuck there, but all right. All right, back to the match. Yeah, it was just that Arya was just stood there. Yeah. Okay, now a tag to Violet. And now, whoa! What kind of a move was that? I mean, of course, being that that's, you know, Vera and Violet, I mean, you could call it a flower bomb. Or a dragon bomb, I guess you could say. That was an incredible move. I've never seen that. But yet, it's also incredible that Diamond Sky was able to get out of that. Or kick out of it, rather. And then, well, of course, Lily was in the way. No, I haven't gotten it, but if he's ready, then let me know and I'll get him. Oh, well, Arya just got taken out, and Lissa now sent right back in. Nobody has been eliminated yet. Now going for the guillotine on Lissa. But of course, Lissa gets a couple of shots to the stomach. Oh, awesome. Awesome, Alicia. Okay, now a tag to Arya. First time in a while for Arya. As she goes after Violet. Although Violet... with the Violet bullet on Arya, although Arya just got right back up again. But instead gets caught in the Dragon's Bite. She's got the Dragon Bite, but somehow manages to escape, though. Incredible. And a backbreaker a la Carlito into a pin. 1, 2, 3. Well, I mean, I guess if you're going to lose, you may as well lose to one of the top stars in Violet, but really though, Arya did pretty well. It's just she ran right into Violet. And as that happens, whoa, look at the strength of Sarah. Oh! A one-armed driver, or a Michinoku driver, but that did not do it. And then there's also Temple Plays. Great to see Temple Plays also here. And shoulder breaker. And why is Arya still in the ring? Now in the Dragon Wing is Violet, but they got to fix that glitch, honestly. And now a pin onto Sarah, but anyway, nice scoop slam there onto Sarah Richards. Oh yeah, let me do this just so that we don't have a repeat of what happened last time. I was trying to move her. I was trying to move Arya, but it didn't work. Oh, I hate when they do that. It's like it just makes it look like amateur hour. Oh, I get it. It's a one-winged angel, but broken up by Andromeda, but Sarah Richards was trying to take out Andromeda, but okay, finally, all right. Thankfully, Arya's finally out, and as that happens, Violet gets knocked out by the Pyro Strike by her mother, Diamond Sky. All right, now it's a 3-on-3. I didn't want a repeat of what happened last time. I mean, of course, last time I didn't know, but this time I was like, all right. The Flamingo Driver, and then the Vera Bullet on her mother, Diamond Sky, and then I always forget the name of that, Hurricane move, but broken up by Sarah Richards. Well, so far, Arya and Violet have been eliminated as Vera just got hit with the Diamond Destroyer from out of nowhere. But anyway, welcome to the show, Brandon Cuevas. Then the Skybar onto Vera. But Vera gets out. And well telegraphed by Diamond Sky, excuse me. Now sent into the corner of the champions. And a double hip toss and a stereo kick. One, two, nope, kick out by Diamond Sky. Off the ropes, and then a super kick by Andromeda, and then a knockout punch, and well, that probably would have done it had it not been for Lissa. Ooh. Nice headlock punch to Andromeda. Now sent into the challenger's corner. And a sunset flip on Andromeda. And then a spin kick from out of nowhere. Then sent to the corner. Nope. Anyway, nice takedown onto Diamond Sky. And Andromeda showing off and manages to catch Diamond Sky before she tried to tag out. Then a tag to Vera. And then Vera gets a shoulder tackle launched. Then head first on the turnbuckle. And then Vera running back elbow. And then decides to show off against her mom. Although Diamond Sky, having been in this situation many times herself, gets out of that situation. And though to Vera's credit, she's not backing down. And then Vera, wow! What a powerbomb that one was. And a pin. 1, 2, no. Oh, nice nice Samoan drop onto Vera. And a quick tag onto Lily, only for Lily to suffer the Diamond Destroyer from out of nowhere. Oh, you did? Oh. Let me see. Sarah. Now Sarah sends her back to the corner. And, oh, nice move there by Sarah and an arm breaker. And now Lily just stomping away on Lissa, and now Lissa has been busted open. And I think that's the first time I've ever seen Lissa bleed, although out of character, you know, even though 2K25 was the first game to allow women to bleed, it is the first time it's happened to women in Blue Toad. Anyway, a quick tag to Diamond Sky, although Lily didn't see it. But it doesn't matter. Lily fights off. I imagine as far as Atticus is concerned is that, you know, families on both sides, you know. And, well, broken up by Lissa. And now Lily, oh! That was a unique move there, although Diamond Sky, I think that might have just made her mad. With a Diamond Destroyer and a pin. Well, that would have done it had it not been for Vera. And a Phoenix Splash that connects on the back of Lily. And then a knee drop that connects on the head. And then set in the corner. Nice counter by Lily. Nice rebound clothesline by Lily. And now a tag to Vera. Uh-oh. Wait, what are they going to do here? Whoa! Talk about a coup de grace. One, no. I mean, what a match this has turned into when it got to 3-on-3. And the Vera bullet on Lissa, but Lissa was not the legal competitor, but Diamond Sky was. Or is. Oh, not a problem, Alicia. I appreciate that. But we're getting close to 30 minutes, and only 2 people, 1 from each team, has been eliminated. Oh, well, also don't put too much stress on yourself. I understand. I'm serious. I do. All right, so Vera exits only to come back in, which resets the count. All right, now both women back in. A running knee into a running bulldog. And now a pin. 1. No. And of course, Lissa is dripping blood. It's always a good idea to show appreciation as, uh-oh, the Diamond Clash, and she gets it on Vera. Is that enough? 1, no, broken up by Lily. Oh, and then Vera gets popped, but that didn't stop her for too long. All right, now goes for the cover on Diamond Sky. 1, 2, and Diamond Sky ran out of gas. But give Diamond Sky a lot of credit. Then a back elbow onto... And of course, Vera. One, 2, no. And just like what happened to Arya, it's happened to Diamond Sky. Oh, hang on. I only did that just so that, you know, we can move it along. Okay, there we go. Now Diamond Sky can get out. All right, so you have Vera and Sarah. Again, that could be a name of a team. Although, what? What kind of move was that? I've never seen Vera do that. Better yet, I've never seen anyone do that. And that probably would have done it had it not been for Lissa. All right, now... Vera sent into her own corner, and now, wait a minute, what's she doing? Wait a minute. Sarah, what's she doing? Oh, she's doing the Bret Hart figure 4 spot on the outside. Oh, yeah, that'll definitely take out a good... that'll definitely take the starch out of Vera's legs for sure. All right, now Vera sent right back inside the ring. Yeah, Vera's definitely feeling the effects of that move. Now going for a disarmer, but too close to the ropes. Now goes for nope, she's got the ankle lock. Can she get it? But once again, too close to the ropes. The Nightmare Drive. That's not a bad one. Although, now going for the Reaper's Grasp. Obviously, she adopted it from Uncle Atticus. But not enough to put away Sarah. And now attack to Andromeda. I mean, I gotta say what you want about these ladies, but they put on they put on a show for these fans. In the sense of trying to win a match, and that's what they're doing. And Sarah does the same thing to Andromeda as she did to Vera. However, she's in the wrong part of town. And, whoa, a chokeslam on the apron to Sarah from Lily. All right, now both women back outside again. And the Shining Wizard or the Starlight Wizard, given that she is a Starlight Crusader. And then a back elbow on Sarah. And then Andromeda, nice diving back elbow, and that connected. That figure 4 on the ring post is one of her signatures to set up her ankle lock. Ah, that makes sense. And Sarah Richards gets counted out. So Sarah Richards is out. Now it all comes down to a 3-on-1 with Andromeda, Vera, and Lily against Lissa. Now Lissa going for the pin, but Vera going to save it. Well, Lissa definitely has her work cut out for her. Clothesline on Andromeda. And best moonsault ever. And then Lissa goes up again and delivers the Jerry Lawler diving punch. I mean, that's what Jerry Lawler used to do back in Memphis in the 70s and 80s, and that was enough to take out Andromeda. Now it's 2-on-1. And then I still don't know what the name of this move is by Lissa, but she took down Lily with it, but Lily, nice diving back elbow, and then pins her. 1, 2, 3. So Lily and Vera survive, and they both win. And the winners of the match, and still, the winners of the match.
Superstar and Princess Lily Pretty
I did not like getting interrupted. No. So Vera and Lily survived, but the winners, and still Four Queens champions, as they become the Four Queens champions going in to Backlash to have that unification match, that would be the Dragon Flowers, a 5-star match. Okay, so now that we got all that straightened out, oh yeah, let me make sure that I always check to see if I always make sure that Blue Toad is hosting the show, because if it isn't, then I have to enter it, but thankfully I am. So, okay. All right. And thankfully there were no championship matches, so we could just get right to the bonus matches. So I'm gonna go for the rest of this hour and all of the next hour, but if time permits, I'll continue. But okay, so I guess in the interest of keeping time, given that the main event took a while, I'll just get to with the people that are in the chat that did not have a match. Okay, so Damian Shelley, but Damian or his sister's not here. Joshua already had a match. Wally already had a match. Azrael's not here, so if Azrael wants to come in, hopefully he comes in. But Griffin, Griffin Gamer, that is, but I haven't seen him yet. So that means that the first person that didn't have a match, I mean, even though technically a friend of his did, or not a friend, but his wife did, but he didn't, and that's Spike Ryan. So Spike Ryan has the first one, followed by Tenu, followed by Alicia. So Spike Ryan is the first. So what do you feel him there? Oh, ops. All right, let me get AJ here. Yeah, because his family had a match, but AJ, the dude himself, hadn't had one. So, all right. So I got AJ. I'm just showing off these match types. Liv Morgan in a no holds barred match. Well, hey, if you want her, you can have her. And as mentioned before, I went through what was it? Showcase mode. Let's see. Liv. I imagine she was she was part of WrestleMania at one point. So we'll go there. And all right, here we go. All right, so we have Liv Morgan. And Spike Ryan. Oh yeah, let me make sure that the Oh, also one thing I should mention is that I like how they added the real life referees, and they've updated the uniforms. And they've also increased the number of referees as well. Oh, okay. You might save it for next time because it involves. Well, hey, I mean, well, Sly, if you want it, you could still get it. You could still have it for Carmelita as well. But of course, because it's you know, you're calling the shots, so you're good there, Mr. Sly Cooper. All right. So after this will be Tenu, and then Alicia, and then we go from there. But now we're live in Las Vegas.
The following contest is a no-holds-barred match. Making her way to the ring, representing the Judgment Day. From Elmwood Park, New Jersey, Liv Morgan.
So there you have Liv, who has changed a lot from the time that we first saw her. And it's kind of funny that she has been part of Judgment Day for some time, and that she is a stark contrast in terms of color scheme compared to that of the Judgment Day. Yeah, we're in the Allegiant Stadium. And it's kind of cool how, like, these arenas look, or stadiums look just like their real-life counterparts.
And her opponent from Richmond, Virginia, weighing in at 217 pounds, Spike Ryan!
So, making his first appearance in the ring is Spike Ryan. Well, I mean, they've been in Oakland, Los Angeles, back to Oakland, and then Las Vegas. So 3 cities. So they had 2 stints in Oakland, they had 1 in Los Angeles, and now they have 1 in Las Vegas. Okay. 1. Yeah, I mean, I can understand. I mean, although to be fair, this was before, you know, Seth Rollins was even a thing. Off the ropes, and a code breaker onto Spike Ryan. And so far, Liv Morgan holding her own against Spike Ryan. And in the past, you know, a match like this wouldn't have been possible, but nowadays, not only is it possible, it can be done. Off the ropes, and then a splash, and a clothesline from behind. And Spike Ryan, what's he doing? Oh, he's got a bat. Oh, well, he almost hit her. But instead... Oh, okay, that was a bit of a botch there. And now... Whoa! That was a page turner. She definitely learned that from Paige, but it was done in such a different way that it's unique as far as Morgan is concerned. Although Spike with the stomp. And it happened so suddenly. 1, 2, no. And he hits her with it. And again. And, well, Liv decided to do the, uh-oh. Now what's going on? I see Raquel. Well, it says that on the screen, but where is she? Or is she even there? Yeah, there she is. And, wow, what power! And now Liv, don't tell me she's going to win like this. Don't. 1, 2, no. Match not over yet. Well, thankfully, that wasn't much of a spoiler. I mean, we know that John Cena was hosting it. And, of course, Liv Morgan showing that she has a little bit of Latina heat. But otherwise, yes, please no. But otherwise, please no spoilers, though. This is long overdue karma from both your falling out with the Judgment Day and for what Liv did to Finn Balor. Yeah. I mean, of course, Liv wants to get back to her dom-dom. And wants to show off for him, and that's what she was trying to do. Now Liv going, she's got a shovel. But before she can use it, she gets hit with, no wait. Well, she was about to get hit with a pedigree, but ended up landing on part of that shovel. Well, anyway, the Buffalo Bills have had their ups and downs, but they've had some good years these past couple of years since 2017. 1, 2, and Liv Morgan gets the win. Although you can definitely give an assist to Raquel, Rodriguez, because she turned the table on Spike Ryan. And right here, I thought this was over. I thought after the stomp it was going to be done, but it wasn't. And then there was the flatliner when she landed the flatliner, Brandon's head hit the bat.
Here's your winner.
So when she landed the move on Spike Ryan, his head hit the bat, and that knocked him out. I imagine, hey. Yeah, this is a possible storyline I can make out of it. With Liv and with Liv and Spike. And to some extension, even, the rest of the family. In fact, I could probably make it a tag team one between, Liv and Raquel and Brenda and Cheyenne. And then you would have a side feud with Dom Dominic, since he's the only man in this whole thing that you would be able to lay the smackdown on. But for the time being, Liv Morgan does get the win. Which then brings us to Tenu Miyalagin. And you know what? I just remembered something. Hold on. I remember Tenu asked me to upload him. So you know what? Let's upload him right now. May as well while I have a chance before I forget. So let's upload him. Let's see. Yeah. So let me put the hashtags on. Let me see if I have them. Yes, I'm doing bonus matches, Joker. I'm also uploading Tedu really quickly. And then I'll put CSF for Cyberspace Federation, in case, since... And then the only other one I will pick is CRW. Hopefully you don't mind there, Mr. Tenu. But anyway, while I was doing that for Tenu, have you thought what match you wanted, my friend? Oh. All right, let me put Joker on the list too. All right. Okay, Joker? There you go. You against Tammy in a steel cage match? Okay. Okay. Let me customize this. And okay. I can change the steel. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah. We'll go with the blue barred cage there. Awesome, Primetime. Oh, yeah. Let me show off some of the other arenas here. Absolutely. And, you can actually go into a wrestling convention. That's pretty cool. Oh, you know what? I can show this off. I will show this off. There we go. Let's see. Oh, yeah, it was Tammy. I don't know if Tammy's still in the chat, but of course, the only reason Tammy got another match was because she was challenged. I'll show off her other attire. And then the other is Tenu Miyalagin himself. All right. Well, thankfully, a steel cage match isn't too long because it either lasts with a pinfall or a submission or by escaping the cage. As we are live in Mexico City, Mexico. And making her second appearance is Tammy Martinez.
Following contest is a steel cage match. Making her way to the ring from San Diego, California, the Down champion, Tammy Martinez.
I forgot that Tammy was already the up, down champion, but you didn't say that it was for the title. But I forgot to mention that. But hey, maybe if Tennu wins, he might get a shot at that title. And speaking of him, there he is.
And her opponent from New York, weighing in at 240 pounds, 10 knows meteorologist.
So there you see Tennu in all of his splendor and glory. All right. So after this will be Alicia. And so, in fact, Alicia and Patty are the next two. Anyway, and then a scratch right to the face, like the lion that he is. Or is he a tiger? I always forget. And then Tennu body slammed. Although, oh, Tiger, okay. Oh, for the, oh, that's right. We do have a new championship. Yes, you against Stephanie McMahon in a 2 out of 3 falls count anywhere match. Oh, nice pounce. Kind of funny that she pounced the Tiger when usually that's the other way around. And it's kind of funny that she has claws, i.e. long nails, and yet he doesn't, but I guess maybe... But I guess it's more of... what is it? Should only happen on the main cards. Yeah, fair enough. But we're talking about, like, major titles, not, like, you know, championships at the bottom, though, which I'm fine with. Although, if Tennu does win, I mean, I have no issue with giving him a future championship match. And also, the famous Riley is here. And by the way, Riley had a match early in the show. And, well, the Queen's Crown Championship, I did not bring that back. But it's something that I can crown, especially with, you know, the Queen of the Ring almost to a T. And I notice... Oh, yeah, I forgot to do this. I forgot to turn off the HUD. My bad. In fact, let me turn off the HUD, especially before we get to the next match. And as that happens, I'm doing pretty well there, Mr. Riley. And, well, whatever Tennu was going to do, he was countered, and then a body splash with by by Tammy, and now Tammy's going to look to escape. Not to say she couldn't take on Tennu, but if she can escape to win, that's what she'll do. Uh-oh. And now Tennu brings back. Well, I mean, she can challenge the champion, but she's got to beat her, you know. But of course, Vera had a match just a moment ago, and not to mention, Vera is going to be on the show, the main card, if I do say so myself, and plus, the immediate challenger is Carmelita. But who knows? Maybe if Alicia is still the champion, I wouldn't even be surprised if Alicia selects Vera to be in there. But right now, Vera is going to be busy on that card. Now, if you mean like the division, then yeah, I could do that. But then in that case, yes, I can do that. Hi, Endo. Of course, he means Endo Girl. Oh, I see. But yeah, of course we call her Alicia, as that's her name. And that Endo Girl 1982 is her username. I mean, I do have a real name, but I rather prefer being called by my YouTube name, TJ or Taju22. And now it looks like Tennu is about to escape. Is the Tiger going to escape the cage? All right, so he's on the other side, but he has to touch the ground to make it official. And he does. Tennu wins. Oh, yeah, as well as a King's Crown, too, because we do have a King of the Ring as well. If Alicia's willing, we could fight for the bonus match. That way she gets her match. Oh, so you want to take on Alicia or maybe even team up with Alicia. But, of course, it's up to Alicia, technically, because she's first on the list, though. But let's see what Alicia... Oh, I see. Oh, that's right. She chose Stephanie for her match. Yep, fair enough. Though this isn't to say that Patty couldn't choose Alicia to be her tag team partner in the following match. But of course that's also up to Patty too. A 3-star match, I should say, excuse me. Okay, so this is 2 out of 3 falls scale anywhere. Thankfully, that's not a bad match to put. But before I do, let me do this. Let me go to the options. And then let me turn off the HUD. So that way I don't have to do it all the time. Okay, so falls scale anywhere. Wait, let me see if I have it under custom, just in case. Do I? No, I don't. Okay. I'm not good with picking stips. Oh, no worries. The archetypal gym. Oh, yeah. Let's see, where are we going to go? Ooh. You know what? Let's go to Paris. Let's go to Paris, though. Awesome. Yeah, all right. We can do that, Patty. All right. Let me get Jessica Carr as the referee for this. Two out of 3 falls. Okay, let's get a stop sign. And maybe even show off some of these new weapons, like a lollipop. You could have a lollipop, though. Second attire for this one and first from Patty's match. All right. Yeah, you could actually have a lollipop, which is insane, really. A light tube. Jimmy Hart's megaphone. And thumbtacks. Oh, yeah, I also have Stephanie McMahon Helmsley, but then I have Stephanie McMahon. All right, and then... Well, definitely keep a chin up, my friend. Dominic and Jay. Wow. Well, we'll see what happens between that in that match when we get to it. I would say when he first debuted, Carlos. Well, anyway, I give you the so-called inventor of women's wrestling. Oh, no, I forgot to... Dang it. I was so busy putting the match together, I forgot to put the title up on the line, darn it. Oh, I hate when I do that. Hold on. I absolutely hate when I do that. Thankfully, the loading times are not that bad. Oh, it's a new championship. I'll show you. Okay, so there's that. Yeah, we'll go to No Mercy instead. I forgot to put the title on the line. Okay. In fact, I'll show it. So it's a new championship. It's one of the new titles, and in fact, it's this one right here. I've never seen anything like that. It kind of looks like what would happen if the WWE Championship and the World Heavyweight title championship, like it's kind of like what would happen if they had a baby. In a weird way, but that's kind of what it looks like. All right, so we finally got it.
The following contest is a 2 out of 3 falls match and is for the 1v1 ranked championship. Making her way to the...
All right, so we already saw Stephanie. Can't be a quitter, AJ.
And her opponent from Delaware, the All-Star Women's World Champion, Warrior Impress.
Okay, I was anyway. I was answering the a DM, so if I wasn't talking, it was just yeah. And when you win, it'll be that much. And when you win, it'll be that much sweeter. You know? Yeah, absolutely. Go for them if the same people keep going for titles. Anyway, before I forget, I was so busy reading the messages and sending the DM, and then sent right into the referee by mistake. And now going for what? Now going for a roll-up pin, but nope. Oh, hit right in the mouth with that with the megaphone, with Jimmy Hart's megaphone. And then sent into the barricade was Stephanie McMahon. And then a DDT, and what's going on with Warrior Empress? And then an Insiguri, albeit to the arm. And then a Dragon Twist Cutter. And now Stephanie McMahon is now busted open. 1, 2. No. The Warrior Cutter. I mean, I get it. I get you want to, give others their shining moment. I just don't want you to think less of yourself. And then, oh, wait a minute. Well, Stephanie took a bit too much time gloating, and she paid for it. And I got to remember the name of that move. But that was a pretty sweet move. A somersault unprettier. And then a royal somersault. 1, 2. After the royal somersault, she hits another move. So Alicia now has 1-0 over Stephanie McMahon. The Empress Stunner. I like it. The Empress Stunner was what put away Stephanie for the first fall. Now goes for a running knee and a pin. 1. No. And now, wait a minute. The Diamond Clash? Or is it, no, the Warrior Clash. That's it. The Warrior Clash. And now goes after the announce table. I mean, she was standing on her hair, or what's tied up of it anyway. And then, shoulder breaker. 1, 2, no. And wow. I mean, what a battle that this has turned into. But we still got Patty Chase to come when it comes to the list. And then, sent right into the table. Barely missed the little table. Oh, my! Oh, they broke the table! They broke that little stand that the title was on. Out of character. I've never seen that before. Anyway, a DDT onto Alicia, but mainly out of desperation. And Stephanie just, I mean, she was so beaten down that she couldn't capitalize on that. But wait a minute. Now she has a thing of water. Now they're fighting over that water bottle. And then Stephanie got hit with a water bottle. And then the Warrior Cutter once again. And the Empress of today gets it. I give Stephanie McMahon credit for, being as tough as she is. So basically you're saying that you want your character to retire?
Here is your winner, and the new
Well, congratulations to Alicia, and that was a 4.5-star match. Incredible. Well, now I know that Patty was. I believe Patty's still in the chat. Let's find out if Patty's going to stick to the plan or if she decides to come up with something else. So basically, you're saying that because of somebody that it was ruined thanks to a certain someone. Okay, so she's sticking to the plan. Let me go back to see what you said. It was. I think it was. No, not that one. It was a tornado tag. And all right, I'm just selecting an arena here. Let's see, where is it? Oh yeah, let's go to Evolution. Okay, all right, all right. I was gonna say I don't think it was Alicia, but so it wasn't. So it's not Alicia. All right. Oh yeah, let me change out the light tube for a guitar, I guess. All right. So first, let's get the opponents. I remember I think it was Finn Balor. And JD McDonough. I can also do special guest. Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that I could do that. Well, for certain matches, that is. Dominic. Dominic, sorry. Oh, Dominic and JD. Oops. Revy Black. I'm not sure if her surrogate father Atticus is still in the chat. But then after that, it'd be you. Anyway, it was JD, I believe. Yeah, JD. Okay, so it was JD, and then of course we have. Oh yeah, let me do these as well. And then, of course, every time I win a title that's not on my own, on my own show's titles, I never get a chance to be a true champion every time I won Big Blue. Jose had to ruin it. Every time I feel like I win, it's taken away. Well, I mean, but then again, as hard as it was to get it, I mean, it's very hard to hold on to the championship. But then again, that's what makes it all that much more fulfilling is like, okay, so you held on to it for X amount of time, but then what do? You keep trying. But it should not be made to feel like it wasn't worth anything. Otherwise, then what's the point of it, All right, so there's Patty. Okay, there we go. Now we got it. There we go. You never get a chance to be a true champion. Every time I won Big Blue, Jose had to ruin it. Well, if you want to, I guess if you do want to blame Jose, you could do that. I'm just saying you can't, I'm just saying don't blame yourself for it,
The following contest is a tag team extreme rules match. Introducing first, representing the Judgment Day from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 195 pounds, J.D. McDonough.
Yeah, and it's funny because he was the last original member of the Judgment Day, and it started with Edge. And then it continued with. It started with Edge, and then you had Rhea, Damian Priest, and then if I get shots, then cool, but I'm done. I just think what it is you need a break. That's all it is. Well, anyway, there you see.
Representing the Judgment Day from San Diego, California, weighing in at 200 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
So what I was going to say before I got interrupted by Alicia Taylor was that you have the WWE Intercontinental Champion. And now, making her first appearance tonight is Patty Chase.
And their opponents, first, from parts unknown, the Queen, Patty Chase. And from Delaware, the All-Star Women's World Champion and the 1v1 ranked champion, Warrior Empress.
I mean, of course, you have, well, classic ones like Joe Montana and Troy Aikman. For a time, Brett Favre, and then later on you had like Tom Brady, but I'm not sure what that has to do with the show, Carlos. All right, match underway. Now this is a one fall match, so this can. I forgot if I put falls count anywhere, but either way, it's one fall to a finish, I should say. I can't talk. I gotta say, Patty looks really good in her new outfit. And I gotta say, Emily did a great job making Patty Chase the character. And while Warrior Empress is doing pretty well against Dominic, JD. Oh, JD just got smacked in the back with that light tube there. Bonus match is the Cooper family against the Ryan family. Oh, I'm definitely cool with that. Of course, I'll make that a tornado tag match, since you know to try to get as many matches as we can within a limited time. So I have Sly, I have Revy, although I'm not sure if her guardian is still in. But if not, then it would be Carlos, then Atticus. But that's if he's still here. And then you. Oh, clothesline right to JD. 1, 2. And I'm not sure if he kicked out or broke it up, but either way, that almost got the win. And then a backbreaker onto Dominic Mysterio. And then JD, on the other hand, is getting sent to Suplex City Witches. And then a spear onto JD, and then the Warrior Cutter on Dominic. 1, 2, 3. So Patty and the Empress have won. So, of course, Patty ended up pinning JD.
Queen, Pat, T, Chase, and Warrior Empress.
Well, congratulations to Patty and the Warrior Empress. Great job, guys. Or gals, I should say. All right, so we have Sly against, well, the Cooper family against the Ryan family. But yes, I did see your DM, AJ. And as always, any matches we don't get to, especially those who are not here or already had a match, will stay for the next time. That was awesome. Oh yeah. I'll set this up here. Ooh. Okay. Let's see what we got. Not a problem, Alicia. Thank you for coming in. And you know what? Let's go to Japan. Let's go to Japan. Let's go to Japan. There we go. Just wanted to change the weapons around. Okay. All right, well, but of course, as always, do take your time. You know, no need to rush. Daphne LaShawn, formerly Aja Smith, but has since changed her name to Daphne LaShawn, so that's her name. Okay. Okay, where's Brenda? And of course, let's get that one here. Oh yes, I will keep you in my thoughts and prayers in terms of getting your back healed up. Okay, there's Cheyenne. Okay. And then of course there's Spike. Okay, and then same thing with the others. Oh, my pleasure. All right, well, thank you so much, and definitely have a wonderful night, my friend. Okay. And of course, and I'll skip the entrances partly to keep it going, but also partly because we've already seen them. Okay, so let me turn off the entrance and go. So we'll just get right to the match. And then next up would be Revy, but that's if, her surrogate father Atticus, or her father Atticus is there. Or father-in-law. Her father, I'm sorry. And if not, then I'll save Revy and Atticus for another time and go to Carlos. So anyway, this is a one-fall match. It's falls count anywhere, but it's one fall. I already said it. One fall match, falls count anywhere. Oh, nice kick, but not only took out Carmelita, but accidentally took out Spike. And then Angela accidentally took out Carmelita. And now a pinfall and broken up by Spike. I'll tell you, if these two families would go at each other this hard, and they're both friends, you know, and both these families are friends, then I can only imagine what they would do to their enemies, you know? Anyway, nice slam there by Sly Cooper. Now Sly's going to fly with a swanton. And now all 6 competitors are outside. Anyway, a handcuff facebuster. And then, ooh, what a spill onto Carmelita. She hurt her back. Now a pin onto Cheyenne. 1, 2. Ooh, almost got the pin on Cheyenne. Did Angela. Yeah, exactly. And then a Fisherman Buster suplex. And then Sly just noticed 1, 2, broken up by Sly. And Cheyenne was trying to get a shot on Sly, but accidentally punched her husband by mistake. Anyway, a Sly stunner, but broken up by Cheyenne. And then, I'm sorry, that was not Cheyenne. That was Brenda who did that. Cheyenne is busy with Angela on the other side, as Angela hits the handcuff facebuster and a pin. 1, 2, and kicked out just before it was broken up by Mike. And then sent into the post was Angela. Couple of kicks right to Angela. And then a pin on Angela. 1, 2, no. Ooh, a roll-up pin, and in fact there's a couple of pins, but the referee's looking at Carmelita's pin. 1, 2. Oh, Carmelita's pin counted, and it was Carmelita who got the pin on Cheyenne. I mean, the action was over the place, but yeah, it was that spinning twist cutter that put away Cheyenne, and Carmelita got the win for the family.
Here are your winners,
And Carmelita once again delivers for the family and shows why she is a former world champion. But yeah, it was just for fun though. All right, so I got about a little over half an hour to go before I have to stop. But okay, so Revy, I haven't seen Revy's father. So the next person up, it would be Carlos. So if Carlos is in the chat, you're next. Okay, so Carlos is here. So now the question is, what kind of match are we going for, my friend? There's the fist bump. I'm just showing off the match types you can pick. I have more under custom, so if you want to look under that, you can. Oh, you're King of the Ring. Wait. Let me see if I. Let me see. Sorry if I'm not talking. I'm just answering a DM really quickly. Okay. Let me go back. Let me see. What did you say? Oh, yeah, your King of the Ring match. Let me look at it. Let me see if we can do it. If not, then we'll have to save it. But I think, if I remember... Oh, that's right. The only reason we can't is because we have to get through the other matches in round 2. I mean, you made it to round 3, and so did your opponent. But there's still other matches in round 2 that we need to finish. So we have to finish those first before you can do your King of the Ring. So until then, you can pick something else. So, ooh, excuse me. All right. Yeah, that is a new match type. You know what? And I haven't seen Joker around, so you know what? Here's what I'll do. Okay. And of course, whoever doesn't get a match, I'm just going to save for another time. But this is Carlos's match, but I am going to do something special. So let me do this. And especially for someone who hasn't had a match tonight, or at least that person's character hadn't, but all right. I wanted to at least put it in there for those who are just coming in. But it is the last match of the night. Oh, right. So you can choose. Oh, it just so happens to be a kid who is cool. But for Carlos, okay, so then you have to pick the order of the matches of, what match goes first, second, and then if necessary, a third match. First match, you'll go with a normal match. Okay. So your opponent would be AJ. Your opponent would be AJ. So AJ, could you pick a second match, and then of course Carlos can pick the third as the tiebreaker if we need to get to a tiebreaker. Inferno match. Ah. Wow. And then suppose you get to a third match. So what's that third match going to be, Carlos? I'm just scrolling through these slowly, so if you see something you like, I'll take it to you. I Quit match. All right, you got it. Okay. All right, so let's see if I remember. They didn't have matches like this. Like the closest they had it was back in 2002. So let's go to 2002. Let's go to 2002. Oh, okay, cool. Right. Okay, so you can switch among the. Okay, that's cool. That is so cool. Okay, back to the match. Sorry. So we have AJ. So yes, it's going to be Carlos, Larry, and AJ in the closing match. All right, let me make sure everything else is good. So what is? Oh, okay. I'll put it at not high. I'll put it at medium so that way you guys can recover a little bit. And Chad Patton can be the referee. I mean, he was there in 2002, so yeah. All right. Oh, you know what? Let me do this here. No Way Out to... Oh, well, you almost had it. It was No Way Out 2021, actually. 2001, sorry, or 2001. You know what? I'm going to do this. I mean, if we're going to have a match like this, you know, let's have a match that... Let me see. Oh yeah, let's give you guys a championship to fight for. Let's see. Oh yeah, I may as well show you this. This is the Four Toads Championship, and it will go to the winners of that unification match that I was telling you guys about. Let's see. Ooh. Then there's the AAA Mega Championship. Yeah, that was the first one. It was. The TBD title. You know what? To crown the first ever AAA Mega Champion, let's do that. Let's pick that one. I mean, if you guys are gonna have a three stages match, you may as well fight for a title. But regardless of who wins and who loses, I don't think anything less of you guys. I really don't. And speaking of which, here is somebody who is a decorated champion. And really should not be thought of less than what he thinks he is. No, he's awesome. In fact, you could say he's cool. You could say he's a cool kid. He's AJ Cool Kid.
Making his way to the ring, representing Diamond Mine from Dallas, Texas, weighing in at 219 pounds, AJ!
And then the man who inspired us to have this first ever 3 stages matchup and would like to go 3 rounds with AJ, I give you Carlos Larry.
Alabama, weighing in at 230 pounds, the phenomenal one, Carlos Larry.
And it's kind of apropos that we have a match that pits 2 men who are a little low on themselves. Like, on the one hand, you have Carlos, who is new to the company and is just trying to establish himself. And then you have AJ, who, having established himself as a top star and is a decorated champion, just doesn't feel complete. And there it is, the Triple A Mega Championship. And I gotta say, it looks really good. It's a really good looking championship. And AJ looking to get a head start. Nope. AJ. Whoa! Nice move a la Soruka. Just when you thought you've seen it all, you haven't. But yet Carlos is a bit taller than the man that he looked up to, and that's AJ Styles. Although one potential dream match I could see is AJ Cool Kid teaming up with AJ Styles and AJ Lee. So Team AJ. That would be something, man. Now the first fall is under normal match rules, so however, I noticed that the referee's not counting in terms of a count out, so I imagine the referee doesn't want to give away a count out win or loss for anybody. But I suppose it works in this case with this match. I guess the only difference is that you can't use weapons. That's it for the first one. Anyway, AJ gets thrown down. All right, now AJ thrown right back in. And then Carlos picks him up for a powerbomb. Of course, you don't get to see Carlos use a powerbomb all that often. And that's kind of the reason why. But then again, AJ... His words, not mine. You know, he is a giant killer. Although, wait a minute. Carlos... Well, AJ rolled out. I suppose he knew what was going to happen if he stayed in the ring. Goes for the knee drop, but ends up kneeing the floor. But then sent into the barricade is AJ. And now going for the calf crusher, but it's on the floor, and even if AJ had tapped out, you can't do it on the floor. 8-second ride on the floor by AJ. However, AJ, got cut off. And then Carlos sent close to the steps, but AJ's right back inside the ring, and AJ is getting fired up. And then the phenomenal forearm from out of nowhere. 1, 2, no. Kick out by AJ. I don't know how AJ kicked out of that, but it just goes to show how tough he is. And now a series of strikes and a clothesline. And then AJ sends him into the corner. Now sets him up on the top turnbuckle. Oh, of course, it's part of your arsenal, although, I forget what AJ calls this, but the diamond cutter, a la Diamond Sky. Or if he has a better name for it, I'm certain that AJ will tell me. 1, 2. What? Wait a minute. I don't know if you guys saw it, but Carlos had his hand. Carlos had his hand on the ropes. Carlos had his hand on the ropes, but the referee missed it. The cyber cutter. Okay, I like that. The cyber cutter, but the referee missed the call, and AJ wins the fall. But now it's time to turn up the heat. So if Carlos is going to win this whole thing, he's got to win. He's got to win the Inferno match. And another Sol Ruka-like move, but this time he missed. Anyway, nice shotgun drop kick. Now, now for those who are new, or for those just joining us, nice Phoenix splash, and that definitely brought the heat. But in an Inferno match, you can't win by pinfall. You can't win by submission. And there are no disqualifications or countouts. In fact, even if you go outside, that's not going to end the match. The match ends when someone gets burned. And now AJ going for the lion's bite. But Carlos gets out of it, and now the flames are starting to rise. And now going for the calf crusher. And even if AJ taps out, that's not going to get the job done. However, AJ fights back. Oh, went for the Lions barrage, but missed. But instead goes for the Carlos clash. Does Carlos Larry. Now Carlos going up to the top. The spiral tap. And now it's gotten hot. Well, these guys got to be careful. And of course AJ realizes this. I mean, this is so intense because Carlos needs this. AJ just trying to get up. He does. And, whoa, what kind of move was that, AJ? I've never seen that one. Now picks up Carlos. What's he going to do to him? Now he's trying to throw him out. Can Carlos fight him off? He does. And then a reverse DDT. Uh-oh, he's trying to throw him. AJ fought back. Off the ropes. Then a tornado DDT. Nope, it reversed, and nope. He's got the calf crusher again. But AJ escapes. I mean, each man has had one attempt to, set the other on fire, or at least set something on fire. Uh-oh. Carlos. AJ. I think that. Oh my God!
Here is your winner in the new Triple A Mega Champion, AJ.
Jumps over to help Carlos. Well, it doesn't look like well, of course, AJ would really help. Well, now we're going to get some help for Carlos as Carlos is getting extinguished. But welcome back from watching WrestleMania. But you're also just in time for the end of the show because, well, that was the last match of the show. As I do have some commitments to fulfill from this point forward. So as much as I'd like to keep going, I got to stop. So. But no worries, Joker. I still have your name on the list for the next show. Well, that is the next normal show, because the next show for Blue Toad Wrestling is the SuperShow Backlash. So I'll be taking some time to put the card together, and then once it's finished, I will let you guys see it. But from here on out, this is the Blue Toad to Jew 22, signing off. Yes, you won a title. Yes, you won a title, and it's the AAA or the AAA Mega Championship. It's a new championship. But yeah, like I said, for those who didn't get a match, I will keep you guys on the list, and I will put together the card. But also get back to streaming on the Switch 2 or Switch 1. I will be doing it a little bit differently, but I'll be doing some testing off camera. But until then, this is to Jew 22 signing off, saying good night. And, do take it. They take good care of each other. And for those who did get to enjoy WrestleMania, I hope you did enjoy it. I hope you had a wonderful time watching it. And I hope it turned out well and that it was everything that you thought it would be. And... wait, Jose's here. I forgot to... Well, you know what, Jose, since you're here, before I forget, I wonder what your username is, or how to find you. That is, if Jose Blanco is. Oh, the tags are in. Oh, okay. So I guess you don't want me to reveal it. If you want to keep it private, I will be. I'll be nice enough to keep it private then, off camera. Then in that case, I will see you guys tomorrow, or well, not tomorrow, but I'll see you guys during the week, which is something I normally don't do. But considering that the following week I will be gone when it comes to, I'll be on a vacation soon. So I might do some more. I might do more streaming during the weekdays as a way to compensate for that. Unless, of course, I have to work overtime or anything like that. But if time permits, I'll do it. But aside from that, to Jew 22, signing off. Have a good night, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed. 4 hours. Awesome.